In Kenya and generally within East Africa, human behavior accounts for 85% of accidents on our roads. Across the globe, 1.2 million people lose their lives due to preventable road accidents. Many survivors become prone to spinal injury. In remembering road carnage victims, citizens, survivors, family members and friends marched around Nairobi to express their stand on saying no to road crime. National Transport and Security Authority figures show drivers, passengers and motorcyclist victims have the highest figures in 2015 compared to 2014. Driver victims numbers rose by 72, now standing at 287 from 215. Passenger numbers jumped from 520 to 549.
And when you see the victims who are in wheelchairs, it's not because they prefer to be in that situation. And I'm sure in most of these cases, these situations are largely avoidable. It is the issue of recklessness and disregard to laws.
We are deploying cameras. We know we are going to the festivities. We are deploying cameras, most of them. And most of you will be caught up. Don't say, nisame, wacha, fanya mimi haraka, mimi niende. So your emergency will still continue. And you'll cause a crash thereafter.
Out of the 200 individuals who participated in the walk, Winnie Mogore, an English and literature teacher at a high school, almost lost her life when a bus driver chose to overtake, putting her on a wheelchair.
The greatest nightmare, of course, is transport, actually mobility, moving from one place to another, because it's difficult to get people around you all the times.
Nevertheless, the PhD student says accepting her new self was a challenge she had to battle with.
The greatest challenge actually was not the accident itself. It was at the point at which I got to learn that I'll never walk again. I had just cleared college and I had a whole life ahead of me. It was very, very challenging. But with time, as I have learned to accept the predicament, the new lifestyle, it's become comparatively easier.
The result of road carnage doesn't only reside in our cemeteries, but directly impacts a country's GDP. The leading cause of road accidents among the productive age group of the population is speeding and drink driving. In the 1980s, the annual economic cost of road traffic accidents was 5% of the country's GDP. In 2011, the World Health Organization estimated that Kenya lost $4 billion annually due to road traffic fatalities. Given that the GDP in 2012 was about $37 billion, which means the loss was approximately 11% of the country's GDP. According to the World Health Organization, there are gray areas in the regulation of wearing helmets in Kenya. This has greatly contributed to the road motorcycle accidents that we're seeing in the country, and of course other poorly implemented road safety laws. Zinzi Kibiku, KTN News, Nairobi.